Well, Russia continues to target civilians on the seventh day of the invasion now. Ukrainian officials say at least 2,000 civilians have died, and a reported 9,000 Russian soldiers have either been captured or killed. A 40-mile-long Russian military convoy remains stalled about 17 miles north of the capital of Kyiv. The U.S. is hoping a new round of sanctions targeting Russia and Belarus today will force them to stop the war. The new sanctions take aim at the region's oil refining and closing off its airspace to Russian flights.
A Houston restaurant is doing its part to help with the crisis over in Ukraine as Russia continues to attack.
And Fox 26's Natalie He is live tonight from Lucille's in the Museum District with more on this story. Natalie.
Well, Jonathan, Lucille's is a family-owned Southern restaurant. Its food a staple here in the Bayou City. Now, in the last several days, the company has already donated up to $10,000 to help out with the crisis in Ukraine. And the owner, Chef Chris Williams, has ties to the country as well.
It's well-refined Southern cuisine, a Houston staple, and its contributions to the community never-ending. Lucille's latest venture, assisting with the crisis in Ukraine.
It comes from the family values, and it's just translated over to with Lucille's and the nonprofit is just always try to be a place of action since we're privileged enough to be able to act.
Owner and chef Chris Williams says the company's already donated $10,000 to Ukraine, the country and its people near and dear to his heart.
A girl we called her Jane, her real name's Yevgenia. She's from Ukraine. She had just come to the country maybe about 2 years before, and she worked with us for 3.5 years. And she, like everybody else that works here, became family after working that long, and so much to the point to where she was married in the restaurant, and she asked me to give her away at the wedding.
From 2015 to 2019, Chris served as a culinary ambassador for the U.S. and spent time training in Kyiv, the capital city.
I did work with the State Department as a cultural culinary ambassador for the country in Ukraine and a bunch of other former Soviet countries like Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. I'd go out there and we'd have food talks. I'd work with the chefs on the ground to curate these amazing dinners for the ambassadors and the local politicians, and then we'd also have classes for the local residents as well.
Although Lucille's has already made a hefty donation, their work doesn't end there.
We'll set a weekly goal of profits that we'll donate every week until we feel like, there's no end in sight. Even if the war ends tomorrow or right now, which that would be great, the rebuilding process is going to be years.
Now, Lucille's will be donating to 2 organizations helping out with humanitarian needs in Ukraine. If you'd like to help out, we'll be sure to include a link on our web story at fox26houston.com. From the Museum District, Natalie He, Fox 26 News.